First, sketch the shape of the sprue. This space will extend beyond the final shape of the model. Then sketch the shape of the object that you want to melt. This prepares a template for cutting. Preferably use modeling tools such as a Dremel saw, hot wire cutting, or a utility knife. Glue both parts, the model and the sprue, together using a hot glue gun or double-sided adhesive tape. Next, attach the model to the base that the mold is to be cast on. Apply a release agent to the model using a brush. You can use parquet paste or another greasy substance, for example. Prepare a frame of boards around the model, leaving a gap of 2 to 3 centimeters. Place a partition inside the frame to reduce the amount of molding mixture and achieve a uniform wall thickness. Firmly fasten the walls together, for example, using a carpenter's clamp. Seal the bottom of the frame and the partition with clay along the perimeter so as to prevent leakage. The powder mixture can be prepared in advance so as to avoid any mistakes. Alternatively, sprinkle the mixture directly into water, gently tapping it and pouring it evenly in all directions. The mixture is ready once an island has formed on the surface and absorbed the last excess water. Stir it thoroughly until it is lump-free with a consistency similar to thick cream. Tap the mixture to release any larger bubbles. Slowly pour the molding mixture along the frame wall so that the entire space fills and the model disappears inside. Shake the base to release any larger bubbles by vibration. Then leave the mold to set. First, remove the clamps. Then gently tap to release all the walls. Use a spatula to remove any plaster overflows and bevel the mold edges to prevent any damage during handling. Place the spatula at an angle at the joint between the mold and the base and gently tap to detach them. Detach the mold with a twisting motion and flip it to remove the model. Remove the polystyrene model from the mold. Measure the volume with water. First, thoroughly clean the mold interior before measuring its volume with a measuring jug by pouring water in up to the intended rim. Measure the poured amount. This value should also be marked on the mold. Prepare the raw glass material that is supplied as rods. Wear gloves and goggles when cutting it. Score one side of the rod with a diamond glass cutter, then tap the opposite side. You can also rotate the rod and tap on the other side with a hammer for a clean cut. Weigh the amount of glass to be loaded. Thoroughly clean the glass of any grease and dust. Place the dried mold into the kiln and use a level to check that it is horizontal. Then surround the mold with bricks as protection against cracking and leaking glass. Carefully insert the cut and cleaned raw glass material into the mold. For safety, place phase paper between the mold and the bricks to prevent any contact and possible stress or the glass object cracking. The glass melts at 880 degrees Celsius. Remove the bricks and take out the mold once the object has cooled to room temperature. The plaster sand mold becomes brittle after the firing process, thereby allowing it to be easily removed. Once the glass has been removed, clean it of any plaster residue. Finally, the glass is sanded and polished to give it its final shape.